Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. I'm so excited for this video today because I'm going to be giving y'all a serious sneak peek into a product that's not even actually out yet. If I can get this video up when I'm planning to get it up, I believe it comes out tomorrow. It comes out on September 12th, and it's like my favorite planner of all time. I actually did a video all about this planner last year, which y'all loved that video, and I loved the planner, obviously. So I have a little sneak peek of it to show y'all this year. And of course, I am talking about the Passionate Penny Pincher home planner. And this year they actually sent it to me, which I thought was the sweetest thing ever. If y'all are not familiar with this company, I've been following them for years because I'm so obsessed with like all the deals and like just tips and tricks. They're the best. They're definitely like a very woman-owned, girl power kind of company. There's a lot of really amazing women that work there, and it's like a mom started this company and she runs it, and I think that's amazing. It's kind of like a little bit of a smaller company, but they have such an amazing team and they do such good work, especially if you're like me and you're obsessed with like home things and sales in particular, like getting a good deal. And then when I realized how perfect their planners were for me, I'm telling y'all, this planner is like everything. I feel like it was personally made for me, even though it wasn't. So last year I did a whole review on it, which I will link that down below. I'm obviously gonna give y'all a little deep dive into the planner, which I was just sitting here like going through it again because it is so good. But they also sent over little like bonus goodies, one of which is also gonna be available. I am just so overly excited. I don't know if y'all are like that nerdy when it comes to planners too, where it's just like a new planner, it changes everything. Like the anticipation of getting a new planner and then having your hands on it, and it's like so fresh and new. This should be going live in real time tomorrow, but if you are not watching this exactly when it comes out, it is coming out September 12th, so you can snag it with the link in the description box. It is significantly discounted during the launch. It's like $10 cheaper than normal during the launch, so I definitely recommend. Like last year I literally had my alarm set because these have the potential to sell out, and of course like saving $10, of course you want to do that. And without further ado, let me show y'all the planner, which is why you're here. There's a little bit of a glare in here, but this is the one that they sent over. I'm obsessed with this. Last year I had the blue one, but this is the pink with like the gold kind of foiled dots. They're gonna have another blue kind of like leaf one, and then they're also gonna have like a yellow version, so there's gonna be 3 different options in terms of like what the cover looks like, but they are all so pretty and so cute. I feel like it would be impossible to decide, so good luck with that. And then obviously this little piece here does come off. I just left it on here for the purposes of showing y'all. So it does go from January to December, so it's like a normal calendar year, but you actually get a bunch of bonuses when you purchase this, which I will talk about towards the end. And it does include something that you can use a little bit sooner than January if you are planning on purchasing this in September a little bit early. But this planner includes monthly calendars, weekly calendars, daily task checklist, which is my favorite, a weekly home project schedule, a scripture reading plan, a budget tracking, meal planning, additional checklists, stickers, another favorite of mine, and then there's a pocket and a ruler in here. So this is like loaded with literally everything you would want. But what I love about it is it's not gigantic. I feel like you can kind of tell just like in comparison to me, it's not crazy thick. They are a really good size for fitting in like different planner or even like Bible pocket carriers if you want to like really protect it. They're really good size for that. They will fit in a lot of places, whereas like some of the really thick ones that I've had in the past, they're too big, and I feel like my planner goes like everywhere with me. So it needs to be a manageable size, and that is definitely what this is. And this is like the most durable planner of all time. Like I said, I bring my planner everywhere, so it has to be really durable. These covers are extremely durable. If they get dirty or anything, you can just wipe them off. They don't like bend, they don't chip. These literally feel like they're indestructible. And even the pages of the actual planner itself are very thick, so you don't get any of that like kind of texture on the opposite side of the page if you write really hard. Like I write really hard for whatever reason, but the pages in this, just like the quality of the paper, doesn't allow for that. Plus they're super smart, and they made the front and back covers longer than the actual paper, so none of the pages and not even any of the tabs, they don't really stick out past the edge of the cover, so you don't have to worry about if you throw this in your purse or your backpack, you don't have to worry about any of the pages or the tabs getting damaged or dog-eared. And all the tabs for each month are the same exact kind of quality as the cover. They're not gonna bend or break or anything either. They're so nice, and I love the colors. Like how cute. Tabs again, I feel like are really clutch, which is necessary. And they have the little ruler inside, like I mentioned, which of course you can use for a ruler, but I like using this as kind of a bookmark. I move it, just like kind of snaps out, so it's super easy to remove and then just snap back in if you want to use it as kind of a bookmark. I'll show you a little example. So you can kind of just snap it back in, and see how I moved it up a little bit so that if you were to close this, if you need to like quick flip to this page, you have a bookmark and a ruler all in one. But before we chat too much, I think what I'm gonna do is just flip the camera around and kind of like show y'all from like a bird's eye perspective so that you can see the pages a little bit more and you can get like kind of an up close look at what all like the details are and everything that I want to show y'all, because it's so good and I want to make sure y'all get like a really good view of it. Okay, so here's a better look at the cover. This color is so pretty. It's like a really light kind of like peachy pink. There's the ruler that I seriously love. It's like such an underrated little feature of this planner. Here's what's not underrated though. These stickers are so good. The planner comes with 2 pages worth of stickers, and honestly I feel like these are even better than last year. They're such cute fonts and such cute colors and like such a cute variety of things. They have obviously words and, you know, little pictures, like little graphics, but then also just some kind of decorative stuff like little tabs. These are cute little kind of like larger bullet points. They also have like smaller little bullet dots, and then I think these are really handy. Y'all will see what these it could be used for when I get to like the actual planner pages, but these are basically like kind of like little replacement like task lines, or of course you can add them as like additional task lines, and these ones are actually filled out for you up here. I think this is a brilliant addition. I'm so obsessed with that. I think those are going to come in so handy. And then these, don't y'all just love this color story, this whole aesthetic? I am so obsessed with. Definitely my vibe. I feel like this is everyone's vibe though, because it's also very simple, kind of just like lighter pastel colors. I love all these different stickers. I use these a ton. And then there are some just like general informative pages. I love reading this. This like really kind of explains how this planner came to be and like how it's so much different than probably any planner you've ever used and ever will use. This is a very much a home planner, just like it says. You know, even if you live alone or if you do run a household and you have a family, you have kids, you have a husband, you have pets, this is the planner for you, especially if you like to be very organized, which I feel like most people that use a planner kind of by nature are probably more organized than people that don't per se. And me personally, I am such a task person, which is why I feel like this planner literally has my name on it. So you will see just like how this planner is so much different than other planners kind of as I flip through. If you haven't used this planner before, you're totally fine. They basically teach you how to use this planner. Or if you're new to planners and you kind of like want to use this new year to get organized and kind of like be more on top of stuff, this planner will teach you exactly how to do that. Okay, these first couple pages in the beginning are one of my favorite things about this whole planner. Honestly, these are so infinitely valuable. I cannot say enough about these couple pages. These come in so handy. Again, they're very similar to last year, but I definitely feel like the colors are a little bit different. They're slightly more like lighter and airy. I really like the color combination. And I also feel like the font is the same font, but either it's a little bit bigger or maybe the letters are more spread out. It just kind of feels a little bit more spacious, a little bit more clean, easy to read. Like I said, definitely watch the video from last year that I have linked below if you kind of want to see a comparison. Again, it's not wildly different, and probably if you're not being super analytical like me, you might not even like notice these little changes, but to me, they kind of make a huge difference, and I love that. So this has the spring cleaning checklist, which again, if you are like me, you are a list person. I love lists. I love boxes to check off and highlight. It's literally what I live for. So this is exactly that. And of course, you can customize any and all of this journal to be specific to your life, your family. These are just kind of general guidelines. So I love that. They also have like a yard and home maintenance, and I love that it is specific to the seasons. I love that it kind of keeps me on track, what to do when. I don't know, I don't feel like I'm grown up enough to be on top of all those things. I love this, and again, a lot of these have room to add your own tasks if you have something specific to where you live. This would be good maybe to give your husband. I'm obsessed with these lists, and also you could totally pull these out if you wanted to and make like copies of them if you think you're gonna want to use these a couple times, or if you're gonna want to like check things off and have a fresh copy. And then I love this company is coming checklist too. Starts out like a week ahead and then kind of breaks it down as they get closer to their arrival, and it even has a bunch of like little list sections that are totally customizable. And I feel like there's like no way to not be on top of stuff when you have this list right in front of you. You actually do get a digital copy of this planner with your purchase. Like I said, I'll mention all of the extras that you get kind of towards the end of this video, but you do get a digital copy of the whole entire planner. So if you don't want to make like physical copies, if you don't have a scanner at your house, you could also just print out copies of this. You don't have to use this hard copy that's in the planner. This is so invaluable. I feel like what other planner has this? Like, I don't know if any do. This is just like the most useful thing ever. I love that they even thought to do this, because this is the most creative but like most helpful thing. And y'all know I'm like a Christmas and like holiday elf. I'm just so obsessed with the holidays. So I was so excited last year when I saw that the planner came with like a Christmas checklist. Even the holidays, as much as I love them, they're definitely something that I still need I still need lists and tasks associated with them as well. And it's not just like only tasks, right? It's like fun things like enjoy the Christmas lights and watch movies. This whole planner isn't just about like what you can do to be productive and how to like keep busy. It definitely is focused on things to do just to like enjoy your life or add value to your life. It's very well rounded in that way, and it's about your life. It's not just about a clean home, and I love that. So the Christmas checklist is my favorite, and then they have a vacation checklist too. Again, so wildly helpful. This planner takes the thought out of so much in your life in terms of staying on top of things and staying organized. You don't really have to think about a whole lot besides just following these lists. And then this page is definitely kind of a more home specific checklist for all of your weekly projects. They kind of give you a schedule. You'll notice as we flip through, all of these tasks are already listed on the weekly planner pages. You can even see the dates here that it's included in the actual planner itself. But this is just kind of like a preview. I think these are some of the tasks that get very easily overlooked, or honestly, we just probably procrastinate on them, like organizing the garage, cleaning out the pantry and the refrigerator. But when the planner is kind of reminding you and you feel like you can just kind of like get it done, rip the band-aid off and check it off, that feels really good. So I love this feature. And then they also do have a page of personal goals. This page could be whatever you want it to be, and I love that. And then these two pages are honestly kind of similar in the sense that you can customize these however you want. So this is a monthly task list, and as you can see, it has all the initials for all the months of the year and then a checkbox for each one. If there are projects that you want to try to do each month, whether it's a project or not, or maybe just like something you need to remember to do, like call certain family members or just like take a day for yourself, like whatever that might be, you can list all the tasks here, and then you can make sure that you're doing it at least once each month. That's what this page is for. And then of course this page is kind of self-explanatory. It's just a bill payment schedule, so you can keep track of what bills you have, how much you're paying, when you paid them, and make sure that they're getting paid each month. These are just some kind of totally open planner pages. I used the crap out of these. I literally filled up both of these last year. Like I did 2 columns on the home project list because we definitely had a lot of home projects we wanted to accomplish in 2021, which we honestly did a lot of them. And then of course, if you have financial goals in terms of a big purchase you want to make, savings that you want to accumulate, maybe just like changes in the way you spend or save, this is a good place to plan all that out. And then of course it has kind of like a little preview of the coming years, which I feel like most planners have that. And of course, if you're not religious, that's totally okay, but they do feature some little Bible quotes in the beginning of each month on like kind of the big divider page, which I love that little touch. I think it is so cute. So now we're getting into probably the part that you'll like use the most often, and these are the like monthly and weekly pages. So in the beginning of each month, it has a big notes page, which I love. I always fill this out with like random notes, things I need to remember. Like I always just end up jotting a ton of stuff on these pages. But then I think as you can see here at the top, it has just like 4 little tasks. It reminds you to complete your budget, decide on a financial goal, and then donate or throw away 25 items, which is such a handy reminder. And then it reminds you to plan a fun activity for you and your family, which again, like I said, this planner is not only about cleaning and organizing, it's also about, you know, doing things that you enjoy. Here's the monthly spread. It does give you your holidays, and it has like a little note section. I think this is a good way to just kind of have a snapshot of like what your month has coming up. And then here are the weekly pages, which are my absolute favorite. Maybe I'll zoom y'all in a tiny bit just so you can see some of these sections a little bit better. Of course, like I said, I'll have this linked down below, so if y'all want to get like really up close pictures of this planner, it's on their website. But one of my favorite features of this planner, and why this planner is literally made for me, and I just like to have lists and things to keep me on track, and I love checking things off. That just sparks so much joy for me, seeing things that get completed and having like a tangible list of them. So this section up here is super important for each week, at least for me, and this has basically your morning tasks and like your afternoon/evening tasks. So it kind of helps you break down your day, and it doesn't seem quite as overwhelming. And then of course it has every day of the week up here, so you can check it off as you go through each week. And this is totally customizable as well. As you can see, it does have a few empty lines here. You could also use those stickers if you wanted to cover up some of these, or what I used to do if there's something that like doesn't really work for me that I don't typically do on a regular basis, I would just use whiteout and then replace it each week with my own task. And then like I said, it has those bigger like weekly tasks that you only do once a week that are referenced right on this page. So that's just like a one-time thing for the week that you can kind of do whenever. But then in addition to all these kind of like daily, maybe smaller tasks, each day of the week also has its own little to-do list, and again, totally customizable. For me personally, I would prefer my planners to start on a Monday, but I know everyone's kind of polarized on whether they prefer a Monday or a Sunday start. This is a Sunday start, just so y'all know, but of course, like that doesn't make or break it for me. That's just like if I had to be nitpicky. But I I love that they give you a little like tiny task to add in each day of the week. So kind of like on top of your normal stuff, these are things that you might only do maybe once a week, maybe twice a week. As you can see, they kind of vary. It's all things that definitely need to be done weekly, but don't need to be done on like a daily basis per se. So I love that. And then it also gives you a little sections over here, which is probably, again, one of my favorite sections for meal planning, for making note of something that you're thankful for. That's one of the things I never had in a planner before that I love about this planner. And then it also gives you a way to keep track of how much you're spending. I used to, for example, I used to like work in the service industry, so I used to use this as a way to keep track of what I'm spending and also what I'm making. Like if you make tips or you make commissions or bonuses, or if you like to sell things kind of on the side, like on Facebook Marketplace, things like that, you can keep track of money you're spending, but also kind of like extra income. If that's something you like to keep track of, this is perfect for that. And then, like I said, I'll mention the bonuses more towards the end, but you can purchase the Bible study that kind of goes along with this. You'll notice on certain days of the week gives you a different book of the Bible or chapter of the Bible that you can read to kind of coordinate with the Bible study that you can purchase separately. And what I also really, really appreciate about this planner is usually Saturdays don't have many tasks at all. Like it'll usually have literally just one thing. I feel like a lot of people, you might use your weekend to get a lot of stuff done, but I think it's also important to use your weekend to do fun things, relax, enjoy your family. So I like that they don't load up the weekends with like a ton of tasks. So again, it's very realistic. And also these tasks do change. Some of them are the same from week to week. Like I think Thursdays always say change the bedroom sheets, but like Mondays, for example, this Monday says clean mirrors and dust furniture. This one doesn't have clean mirrors because maybe you don't necessarily need to clean mirrors every single Monday. So it's not like every single week is a complete like copy and paste. The top part definitely is, but each day of the week isn't always exactly the same from week to week. And then at the end of the month, you get this super handy budget worksheet, which is, I mean, just so aesthetically pleasing. I love the way it's broken down. I love how it's kind of like color coordinated. So that's kind of like a general breakdown. Other than that, obviously the colors change from month to month, but for the most part, it's going to be pretty similar. It just becomes so easy to just stick with it. And it sort of helps you get used to like what the different tasks are for each week and each month. I get kind of excited for like the weekly thing because a lot of times, like I said, it's something I wouldn't think of, like organizing the spice cabinet. Like that's not really something I ever will remember to tell myself to do, but this planner reminds me like that's a thing and I should probably do that. And if you're someone that needs a routine, this will definitely provide that for you. And then just flipping to the very back, what I love is it does have some extra notes pages, but I love this little pocket folder. It's double-sided and it kind of like expands so you can actually hold a ton of stuff in here. I feel like a planner without a little folder at the end is honestly like not nearly as useful as one that does. Obviously, I end up using these for everything from receipts to like little things I get in the mail. This is such a handy place to store that kind of stuff. I feel like that's kind of a game changer. I swear it seems like such a small thing, but to me, it's a big thing. So that was just a little flip through, a little sneak peek of what y'all can get so excited about seeing in this planner. Like I said, I feel like it's literally made for me because I'm such a list person. Let me know down in the comments below if y'all are like that. My husband is like the complete opposite. He doesn't like to really like write anything down, but I need lists. Or even if you're maybe not a list person, but you find that that's not really working, like you're kind of forgetful or you feel like things are kind of like falling through the cracks, this is a really good way to start maybe changing your ways and just get like a little bit of help. It just like provides some direction, some structure, even though, I mean, we have the baby coming very, very, very soon, but even though like we don't have kids yet, it's just the two of us. I still feel like keeping on top of this house is like a full-time job. The fact that my planner kind of reflects that and helps me manage that, I think it's just, it changes everything, and that's why I'm so obsessed. I'm such a big advocate of this planner, and that's why the price is so crazy. Like I said, you can get $10 off in like the initial launch period, but even if you're not able to snag in time for the discount, the price that you pay for this compared to like the value that it adds and all the features and resources that it provides, it is such a crazy price. And that's also why I make such an amazing gift, especially because obviously Christmas is like right before the new year, so it's a very like relevant and very topical gift because you can obviously start using it pretty much right after Christmas, but also it will just provide so much value to whoever you gift it to. I feel like they would get so much use out of it, not just in the sense of like keeping track of like their own normal like appointments and things like that. It just adds so much value to their life in terms of like how organized it keeps them and how much thought it takes out of a lot of the, like you saw, planning and packing and just staying on top of the house. Like it's just a gift that keeps on giving. This is such an easy gift. You could literally purchase a couple of these for a couple families in your life and you've like finished your Christmas shopping in like 5 minutes online. Okay, T for time, I'm jumping in here because I just finished filming this video and I almost forgot to mention the coupon codes, which I feel like how could I have forgotten that, because coupon codes are like the most important thing in my life, pretty much. And obviously we all love to save a little bit of money when we can. So I'll put the coupon codes on the screen here and down in the description box near the link so y'all can use them. But basically you can get $5, $10, $15, or $20 off depending how much you spend. And like I said, if you're buying these as gifts and you're getting like a couple, or if you're getting yourself a bunch of gifts, some of the accessories to go with the planner, whatever, depending on how much you spend, you can get a little bit of money off. And they do have free shipping. I will have those listed down below for y'all so you know which code to use based on how much you're spending. So like I said, there are some like bonuses that you get with the planner, which, you know, is always just like a little bit sweeter. So you get the Facebook community, which I actually was so excited when I joined it last year when I first purchased it, because like a very like kind of private exclusive group only for people that own the planner. And I love it in there. People post so many inspirational things or like really like thought-provoking questions and ideas. And then like I said, you get the PDF version of this. So if you need to like print extra copies or like you want to use the list multiple times, you can print it out. And I should have mentioned this when I was talking about it earlier, but the PDF version does have a Monday start option. And then like I said, because you're probably purchasing this before you're using it, like before January, they do actually include a winter of 2021 PDF that you can print out, and then you can use that for basically any time from when you purchase it all the way until when it starts in January. So if you can't wait to use it until January, you can print out a couple of the pages like a couple months early, and then you can start using it right away. And then they do have the digital planner download, which you can use on your iPad in like GoodNotes or something like that. Again, if you like to have a digital version and you want to actually like edit it on your iPad, you can do it that way too. So this planner is not just this planner, it comes with like a bajillion other things. They actually have some coordinating products that, you know, they go with the planner, but also they don't have to go with the planner. And like I mentioned, they have the like Bible study. I think they're doing the Old Testament specifically this year. So basically if you do the readings that correspond to like each of the days of the week in the planner, you can use the Bible journal that you purchase separately to kind of like coordinate with what you're reading. And then they also have little like empty journals, which is one of the ones that they sent over. They have, I think, a 4-pack of these. They have 4 different like styles. So this is just a little blank journal, and you can obviously use this for a bajillion different things, but they do have like the little kind of bullet point checklist boxes on each page in case you wanted to use this as a to-do list. There's a million different things you could use this for, of course. If you have like a party that you're planning and you want to have like a specific place to outline everything you need to do and buy, this could be good for that. But of course you don't have to use it as a list journal. You could just write in it, keep notes in it, reminders, things like that. These are super versatile and they're really, really tiny, so they're the perfect size, just like throw in your backpack if you're a student or a teacher. And then 2 things they have this year which they didn't have last year, as far as I remember, because honestly I feel like I would have purchased them if they had them last year, but they're doing a pocket planner. I definitely need to get my hands on that because I love the idea of that, like just having kind of a mini version. Definitely check out the link down below so you can see kind of an idea of what that looks like, but it's so cute and tiny. It's not like an exact replica of this journal, but it is like, it looks very similar, it has a similar aesthetic. It looks so cute and tiny. And they're also doing sticker books, which is so cool. As y'all saw, the stickers in this are just so good. Like, I don't know who graphically designs these, but they are amazing. They are so creative and so talented. I love the fonts, the colors. I'm obsessed with them. So the fact that they're coming out with the whole entire sticker book is kind of a game changer. I feel like, again, if you're gifting this, that'd be a really good thing to add to it. And it's got 819 stickers in it. So that is everything for this video. I hope that you guys enjoyed. I hope that this is helpful. Like I said, I will link everything down below for y'all to check out. I feel like this is just the perfect planner. Y'all definitely need this in your life. Make sure you set a reminder, get your hands on it. I really hope that you enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching. If you would like to subscribe, we would love to have you. We have so much fun here. And until next time, I will see y'all in our next video. Bye, guys.